it's not always the man. When a man leaves, it's not always the man that doesn't see his kids. There are a lot of times where it's the woman's fault that a man does not see his kids. And I can tell you that from my own personal experience. When I was in a relationship with my son's mother, my son is 24 years old now, but when I wanted to see after the relationship was over, and I didn't cheat on this woman and do none of that, but the relationship just didn't work out, right? And after I was with her, she got mad at me, right? And she didn't let me see my son for a year on purpose. She would not let me see him. She would not let me talk to him. So I was very distraught, because just because me and her and our relationship didn't work out didn't mean that me and my son's relationship wouldn't work out. And she on purpose kept me from him, right? So I had to go to court to get the rights to see my son. And I remember going to court, and I didn't have a lawyer. She had a lawyer and everything. It was just me and God in the courtroom against her and this high-powered lawyer, right? But I wasn't afraid to go in there. My thing was, I'm fighting for my son, and if I don't fight for him, who's going to fight for him? So I'm in the courtroom, fighting against her in court, and we had a couple different court dates. And at some point, at first, the lawyer was actually not the lawyer. The judge was actually on her side. It was a female judge that was actually on her side, right? And I was like, man, this ain't finna go right at all. But then I started praying and stuff, right? And on my next court date, when I got in court, she didn't have a lawyer anymore, and the judge started leaning towards my side, because the judge saw very clearly that she on purpose was not letting me see my son. So the judge started going off on her and said, ma'am, he's going to see his son, ma'am. You're not going to stop him from seeing his son. So I just said that to say, a lot of times when a man is not in his child's life, every man is not going to go fight in court for their children. It's a tough fight too. It's a tough fight, because here in Michigan, you don't even get the benefit of the doubt as a father. You looked at as a second class parent. I don't know how it is in other states, but here in Michigan, you looked at as a second class parent if you're a father. So for a lot of men, it's so hard to go to court and fight for their children. They just don't even do it. And a lot of kids end up growing up thinking that, oh, my father didn't care about me, he didn't want to be around. And it's not the case, right? And I'm an advocate for men. If you want to see your children, I would never say don't fight for your kids, no matter how hard it is. To me, there's not really an excuse for a man not to fight for his children. But at the same time, there are many reasons why men don't see their children. And it's not always because they don't want to see their children. A lot of times it's because of the woman who does not want this man to see. Now, I could see if this man was abusive to his child, he was wrong. But if this man just wanted to see his child, I don't think it's right for a woman to keep a man's child from him like that.